Hello everybody, I'm soursugar, owner of Friday Night Funkin' Plus Mix, coming out late 2025, and soon to be week 78, coming out very soon, hopefully. This tutorial is to show you how to make a stage and how to, code it in. I'm gonna cut straight to the chase because no one likes tutorials where they ramble forever, so let's do it. Make sure you have a Psych engine build. Open Psych engine, mods, and then your mod's name. The two most important folders are going to be images and stages. Stages is where you put all the information, like the coding for your stage, and images is where you place the folder of images of your stage. So I went ahead and I made a test stage. I made it very simple. So, first thing, I'm just gonna throw this in there. Whenever you make a stage, there has to be a certain image size that everything has to be. That is 2,560 pixels wide by 1,400 pixels tall. That is the most an image can be. I think it might have to actually be that size. I don't know if you can go smaller, but you definitely can't go bigger. This is how big it can be. So this is the stage background from the week 1 stage. Just copy and paste that and use that as your template size if you don't know how to set it. Okay, everything here, this is the sky, ground, and foreground of our stage. And in stages, you need a JSON and a Lua file to store the data for your stage. Now I'm gonna link this in the description as a download. These are downloadable templates. You should be able to edit them pretty easy. I left little tutorial marks in them for you to read. Well, not in the JSON, but the Lua, because this one's pretty easy to understand. Okay. So, first thing we're going to work on is the Lua here. I already wrote out all the code here for everything, so I'm just going to explain what it does. So you need to put function on create, and make Lua sprite puts the image into it puts the image into the game. This needs to be the same as the image file, which should also be right here. This right here should be the name of the folder all your images are in. So we have sky, ground, and foreground. I'm gonna bring them up so you can see test stage. That's named test stage as well. Foreground, ground, and sky. That's all. It's all three that we need to have spawned in. This you should honestly separate it from everything just for ease of coming back to it and editing it if you need it. Add Lua sprite tells the game where to put the images. You're gonna want to write everything out in order here from back to front, not front to back. The first thing should be the complete back, and the last thing should be the complete front. Changing this value to true puts the image over the characters. Putting it to false puts it behind the characters, which most of your images should be behind your characters. True, making it true should be things like foreground images, like something that would cover characters, like I did here, trees. So that should be everything. The foreground I'll set to true, but I want you to see how that changes. I want you to see what that does, so I'm going to leave it how it is right now. JSON file, it's pretty simple. Default zoom is the camera zoom. The default is going to be 1, but most stages are like 0.8 or 9 camera zoom. And this tells the game where to put the characters in the stage: boyfriend, girlfriend, and the opponent. Don't change any of the names. That should be how they should be. The first value is the X, which is the left and right, and the next value is the Y, which is up and down. We're gonna edit. We don't know what to set these to until we go in game and edit them ourselves. So this is how it is. We're going to load up our mod. Now I'm gonna just mute this because this is week 78. Everything is very loud. So trust me, I'm sparing your ears. You're welcome. Okay. A stage. There we go. These are the reason it's glitching out is something I wrote so well. Okay. Let's zoom it for editing purposes. Let's zoom this camera out to 3, just so we can see where everything's gonna be at. Okay. So they're all lumped on top of each other right now. We don't want that. But let me just show you what setting this to true does. Oh, setting the foreground object to true. We'll place it over the characters. See how that works? Very nifty, am I right? Okay. So we want to scooch girlfriend over a bit. So we're gonna set her to be 500. Most of this is a lot of trial and error and just figuring out where you want things to be. Let me just set this to be girlfriend sections so it shows the middle of our screen when we're looking at it. Okay, we definitely want to move her over more. 800? Yeah, that's in the middle. Okay, then we want to lower her down. I think it's negative numbers that lower her down? Right? No, that brought her up. Never mind. Positive numbers is down. Okay, that's good placement. I'm gonna change it. Move her up a little bit. Okay. Oh, a little bit more. Is that moving her? Is she moving? She doesn't really look like she's moving positions to me. There. Okay. Set that at 3. Yay, there's our middle. Okay. See? I think it looks nice. Do you think it looks nice? I think it does. And boyfriend's gonna be, you know, farther to the right of girlfriend. So we're gonna set him to 900 and set him to 375. I do girlfriend first because it tells me where to position everything else. Okay, he needs to go more. 1002. But I think the Y was fine. No, the Y needs to be more. 1300. Let's put boyfriend at 325. That might look good. Let's just put him at 300. We don't want it would look weird for him to be on the same layer as girlfriend. There. Now we're gonna put the dad at like 500 and same as boyfriend 310. Why didn't he move? Oh, that's my script. Hold on, let me look at my script that I have written. What time when I start in position? I apologize. Apologize for interrupting. Let me. Okay, that should fix them. Okay, that's a. That looks nice. Yeah, And then let's put the camera back at 8. And yay, they're in the forest. Look at them. Yippee. Wahoo. Wait. I think we actually might look better if we zoom the camera out a little bit. Oh, not too far. One last thing I forgot to mention. Lua scroll factor for the images. The X value is the only one you really want to mess with. Unless you want to mess with how much it scrolls up and down. But the background, the X changes how much the image moves with the camera. If it's set to 1, it won't move at all. If it's set to 0, it'll move perfectly with the camera. So typically you don't want that to happen. So I'd say do a value between like 0.5 and 1 for scroll. So let's make this guy do like 8, and we want the foreground to move a bit more, like a good bit more. We don't want it to move more. We want it to kind of be in the same position, not follow too much. So let's make it 6. That's gonna look nice, right? Oh, nice. Yep. Let's put the camera back at 8. Yeah. Yay! Then let's make these little fellas sing, so we can see where all their cameras will be. Yippee. Hey, that doesn't look bad, right? Their camera positions. I don't think it looks bad. That's girlfriend's camera, that's boyfriend's camera, that's dad's camera. Okay. There. Actually, I could give you one more thing. So, one last thing, this scale object. I'll include this too. I totally forgot. Scale object. It lets you scale the size of the image. It's pretty simple. That controls how much the X, which is the two left and right sides of the image, is stretched in and out. A smaller value, under 1, squishes it in. Anything bigger than 1 stretches it out. And same thing with the second value, which is the Y, which is the up and down parts of it. Something less than 1 will be in, something more than 1 will be out. And obviously 1 is the default values of images. So, let's see. What kind of size do we want to shrink? Let's scale the foreground objects down. Let's do that. We can change it to 0.6. It doesn't really matter. I'm just showing you. Ooh, wait. That right? Oh, I forgot to change that from sky to foreground. Make sure you change that. Yeah, make sure you do that. Wow, look, it's smaller now. Oh god, I forgot about that script. And this had bot play. Yeah, see, the images shrunk. But since it's smaller now, we're gonna make it. Let's make it follow the camera. God, I keep forgetting to set bot play on. Yeah, let's see shrink it. Okay, see? Was that too hard? You got this. Just download everything in the description. Make sure you do that. And I should have put notes here on what everything does. But if you need more help, please rewatch the video or leave a comment. And I should reply, hopefully, in decent time. So, thank you for watching, and I will hopefully see you in the next tutorial. Goodbye.